Hello, Mr. Mihit. Congratulations for getting your visa for 5 years to go abroad for your higher studies. In fact, it was really an achievement for you. And most of the students who want to go to USA, they are afraid of attending the visa interviews. How did you feel like the interview?
Uh, Thank you very much, sir. First, I would like to start by saying I was very nervous before the visa interview due to the amount of preparations that I had to do. My dad suggested a lot of videos. We even created a list of documents that are required for the interview, and I was really nervous before the interview. I had my interview on the 8th of January. The appointment time was given at 9:30. Uh, but due to COVID-19, there were very few visa officers, and that's why my appointment was delayed to 11:30. We were waiting in a specific room allotted to us. The interview was very short. He specifically asked me three questions, and the interview lasted 5 minutes. The three questions that he asked me was the first question that he asked me was how many universities have you been offered to, or how many universities have you applied to? I replied saying I've applied to two universities, University of Marshall and Charleston University. Then he asked me, the second question that was asked was, why have I chosen Marshall University? I gave the specifics for that answer and then moved on to the third question, which was, how will you finance your trip to the USA? I then had to refer to my father's background, his work experience, his salary, and that had satisfied the visa officer and he had approved it after the third question.
Yeah, very good. In fact, I would like to know about your educational background.
Yeah. Um, Due to my father's job and his experience, we were moving a lot to different cities and states. I first studied in Andhra Pradesh in Prime Meridian School. I studied my kindergarten there. Then we had moved to Oak Ridge in Hyderabad again, where I studied from first standard to fourth grade. And then my father got a job in Bangalore, Karnataka, and I studied from fourth grade to 10th grade in Harvest International School, Kodati Village.
How was your experience in Harvest?
I believe my 6 years in Harvest were excellent. I believe it is a top school which provides excellent facilities for both academics and athletics. Um, I was also part of the sports team there for football for the 6 years. I had played the under 14 level for my school and the under 18 level. After playing for 4 years, the last 2 years, I was also made the captain for the sports team. I passed out of 10th grade with 82% from Harvest International CBSE.
Any of your family member is in the sports field?
Unfortunately, none of my family members are in the sports field. I believe I'm the first one who's taking sports as a career option.
What is the family background?
My father is a computer engineer, currently the vice president at L&T Infotech Bangalore. He's been working as an IT engineer for more than 25 years now with a stable job. My mother is a housewife who takes care of the house and me and my brother 24/7. Um, my mother's father uh, was a professor of zoology and used to conduct lectures in a university in Delhi. My father's father is currently retired but was the Director General at All India Radio Delhi.
Yeah, so your family background is towards academics, but you have chosen sports. Why?
Uh, to be honest, I used to play sports when I was a child to lose weight. That was one of the main reasons why I played a lot of sports. I had played tennis, badminton, football, and I also used to play cricket with my friends. After that, I initially started picking up interest in football. I used to watch it a lot at home. I used to go play with my friends. But then coaches or people started noticing and suggesting me that I should take football as a career option. And after talking with my parents, and they were supportive enough to allow me to choose football.
Did you play for your school?
Yeah, as I mentioned, I played for my school all the 6 years. We played in a variety of local tournaments and school tournaments across these 6 years. One of the first tournaments that I played in for my school team was the Vivum International Tournament that was held in TISB. It invited a lot of guests from across the country and also local football teams and various other sports to the TISB campus. I also played other tournaments such as the Reliance tournament and tournaments where Harvest was the host and invited other schools to the campus.
You went to Paris also?
Yeah, during this time when I initially started playing football at the age of 13, I believe I was offered a chance to go to Paris. I was playing for an PSG academy in Bangalore where I used to train Saturday, Sunday for about 1.5 hours. This was initially the stage where I started taking football seriously. We went to Paris for about 1 week where teams from across the world had come to exchange tactics to learn the game and also have a fun time in Paris, France. There were two teams that went from India, one from the Bangalore branch and one from the Delhi branch. I was part of the Bangalore branch.
What is your present academic qualification?
I am currently studying in Marshall University. As I said, I have got my visa approved and will be going on campus for the spring semester. But I have already started the fall semester online. They have provided various. I have chosen the degree healthcare management for which they have provided various courses such as sociology, psychology, and public relations.
For 11th and 12th, why did you go for open school?
Uh, During 11th and 12th, I was in Pune, uh, Maharashtra. I was playing for a professional club called DSK Shivajins, and we played in a bunch of local and national level tournaments in that 2 years there. I believe I chose open schooling because it provided me an opportunity to balance both my academics and athletics. I didn't have to attend school or attend face to face classes, and it allowed me 24 hours of the day to focus on football. I was also allowed to take the exams anytime I wanted. I had to give a 1 month notice before I could take the exam so that they could prepare the examination. It was called the on-demand examination. I believe that really helped me in pursuit of football and my academy.
Most of your peers in the school, they opt for MSET, NEET, or KSET, or whatever it is, and they go for computer engineering, and they can go abroad and earn a lot of money. Why did you choose football as a career?
I chose football as a career because I like the sport. That is one of the main reasons that I've chosen football as a career option. Although there is a wide amount of discouragement from India relating to sports, I believe it is a good career option as the players who perform at the top level earn a lot of money and that can really set you for life. Also, you get endorsements, brand deals from various companies which will only be provided if you're at the very top level. There's also a risk factor involved in sports. Injuries or not performing well can put a stop to your career. So these are a few reasons why there is a lot of fear around the field of sports and why many kids my age are choosing other educational options. Yeah.
Then why did you opt for going for USA? Why can't you study in India?
Currently, the facilities that are provided in the USA, I feel, in my opinion, are better compared to India. From both the athletic and academic standpoint, I believe the USA spends more of its budget towards student education and facilities at the campus. For example, Marshall University, being a Division One university, provides state-of-the-art facilities for the athletics team, but also provides state-of-the-art dorms and classroom environment for the students to study.
How did you start your campaign of getting a seat in foreign countries?
After finishing my 12th standard, I had applied through an agency, Sports Recruiting USA, to a variety of universities. I had forwarded my profile, video highlights, where all I've played, my achievements in my career so far to a whole lot of universities through the agency. After waiting about an year, I finally started getting back some responses from a few NCAA Division 3 universities, Division 2 universities, and Division 1 universities. And last year in June, I had received an offer from Marshall University, and I had decided that that will be my destination for my undergraduate as well as my dream for soccer.
What is the strong fort of Marshall University?
As I said, Marshall University is a public university, and with more than 14,000 children on campus, I believe it provides a culturally diverse experience. It's one of the top 30 universities in the field of healthcare, what I have chosen, and is among the top 200 public universities. That is its academic standing. Coming to sports, it's the NCAA Division 1 university, and the soccer team, I have been offered a spot on the soccer team, which is currently ranked 11th in the country. For the past year, they are regular and conference season champions, which only shows the heights that they can reach in the coming years.
Can you explain more about Marshall University and its alumni?
Yeah. So, for example, a player called Tad Pennington was a football player in Marshall University who has been recently selected to be a professional football player. Uh, in the United States, there's two different sports, football and soccer. Soccer is a sport that I play. From the soccer team, Paulo Pita was recently drafted in 2019 to play in the professional leagues. So Marshall does provide a professional route for athletes like myself to go and gain some experience and also play at the professional level. There are some from the academic standpoint. I have been given the opportunity to study under Dr. Bill Bissett, who is currently the head or head professor in the Department of Public Relations, and also is the director of Huntington Chamber of Public Relations.
Yeah. What would be the course structure for these 4 years?
So, a typical year in Marshall University is divided into two semesters. The first semester is known as um, the fall semester, which lasts from August to December, and the second semester, which lasts from January to May. Uh, in these 4 months, subjects, so for example, in my fall semester, I had to deal with subjects such as sociology, psychology, public relations, English, and first aid. Um, After providing lectures that I can view in my own free time and preparing for the exams at the end of the semester, they boost you on to the next, in the second semester, the next level of these specified subjects.
What would be the other amenities at the university?
The university provides a wide range of facilities towards the students, such as a swimming pool, the gym, the library, a cafeteria for food, a chain of restaurants such as Chick-fil-A, Domino's, examples like that around the campus for students to eat at any time. Um, Professional help such as the Drinko Library where you can get help in writing your student projects or essays, and many other facilities that are provided throughout the campus.
This Marshall University is for Marshall Games or what is this?
Marshall University is also known as the Thundering Herd. It is the name that they have chosen for their athletics department. And as their mascot, they have chosen a green bull. I believe its name is the herd. It is a symbol that represents Marshall University and its athletic department.
Who is this Marshall?
Who is it?
Marshall.
Oh, um, Marshall was also the Chief Justice of the United States of America. He was the fourth Chief Justice. And in 1837, I believe the university was named after him. And as this slogan suggests, the sons and daughters of Marshall, the university was named after him and has been on an excellent path towards the future since then.
Yeah. Coming back to your football passion, how many goals you have scored so far?
Although I do not have an accurate number of the number of goals I've scored, um, we have close to scored more than 100 goals in these 8 years that I've played. I've scored goals for my school team. I've scored goals for Boca Juniors, PSG Academy, DSK Shivajins, the Jain University or the sports school, and I hopefully will continue to increase the number when I head to Marshall University this month.
What is your placement in the match normally?
In for the
Where
team,
are you placed?
yeah, for the team or for the many teams that I've played till now, I will be playing the midfield position in the team. Uh, the midfielder's main job is to connect the attack and defense for the team and also contribute towards the overall performance of the team and help guide the team to victory.
In India, why football is not encouraged?
Football and many other sports are not encouraged in India due to the low level of facilities that are currently provided in the country. Although the country is headed in the right direction by improving its facilities at the grassroots level and at the semi-professional and professional levels, I believe it will still take a long or a few years or a short few years for India to reach some of the top countries in the field of sports, such as your USA or your Germany, your France, who have invested a lot of money towards facilities that it provides to its athletes.
Have you gone through the prospects of the SAI, Sports Authority of India, and what are their activities?
SAI is the Sports Authority of India and has four different branches across India. I was recently uh, called to the Guwahati branch of SAI, where I was given an opportunity to play with the Assam state team as well as the SAI under 18 football team. I believe it was a wonderful opportunity that I could learn from and gain exposure from to see other kids my age and where their performance levels are at. Unfortunately, I did not plan to stay back due to the low level of facilities, as I mentioned, that India is currently providing towards its athletes. I was looking for better options elsewhere and then proceeded to play for Jain University or the sports school in Bangalore.
What are the agencies which are encouraging the football now in India?
Um, the company Hero, which produces bikes, especially popular bikes throughout the country, has been the sponsor of the ISL, Indian Super League, and also the Hero I League, which is two of the most famous leagues in the country right now for athletes such as myself to aim for. Famous players from across the world who may not be at their peak are coming to India to um, widen the exposure of the sport in the country, and it is surely helping. The country is moving in the right direction and is only going to produce more and more aspiring footballers.
As you yourself have told, you have scored more than 100 goals. What is your life goal?
Uh, my life goal is hopefully to become a professional footballer in India or in the United States of America. But my ultimate goal or my life goal is to represent my country in the World Cup. It is it will be a huge opportunity for me to represent my country and also fulfill my dream. If not sports, I hope that the educational background that I have worked hard to gain will provide me a stable job in my life.
Yeah, very nice of you. Who is your role model?
My role model will be my favorite footballer, who is Kevin De Bruyne. Um, he is a Belgium player and had a very poor financial state when he was a kid. He had to leave his home and play for Genk, which is in another part of Belgium. He had worked hard himself to gain a spot in the professional league in England, and from there his career only skyrocketed to fame. I believe his work ethic and his knowledge for football is why I have chosen him as my role model and want to pursue my goals in the same way that he did.
What are the associations now for football in India?
Um, Currently, there is only one. The main association in India is AIFF, All India Football Federation, which looks after football throughout the country. They take care at the grassroots level, semi, and professional levels. They provide tournaments such as the Hero I League at the grassroots levels in the under 13, under 15, and under 18 categories, and also the Indian Super League, which is for the professional players in the country.
For the last 10 years, you are in Karnataka. What is the position of football in Karnataka?
I believe Karnataka is one of the leading states along with Kerala in the field of football. We can take the example of Khelo India, a process or a movement started by the government of India to encourage sports as a career option and also as a option for students to release their stress. Karnataka football team won the Khelo India Under 17 tournament in 2018, 19, and 20. So it only goes to show the level of football in Karnataka and is one of the top states, I believe, in the country for football.
Who are the best players in India?
For me personally, it will be the captain of the Indian national team, Sunil Chetri. Although
Did,
at
did you did you meet him?
yes, I had the opportunity to meet Sunil Chetri. He currently in the ISL plays for the club Bengaluru FC. So during one of the home matches, I was allowed the opportunity to take a photo with him. I was sitting right next to him in the stands, so I had that opportunity to meet him.
Yeah. Other than Chetri, any other person?
No, I've not met any other person, but I still believe there are a few pillars in Indian soccer, such as Sandesh Jingan, Sunil Chetri, Udanta Singh, and obviously the goalkeeper Gurpreet Singh, who are only taking football in India in the right direction.
Out of 1,000 players, only few will be in limelight. How is it?
Um, I believe hard work is the only answer to that question. Uh, there is obviously few players who are more driven than others towards success, and as a result of their hard work, are given more of the limelight than others. Luck obviously plays a certain role in all of this, but not as important as a role as hard work.
Yeah. It seems you have met the Vice President of India, Mr. Venkaiah Naidu, recently at Hyderabad. What did he advise you?
Yes, I had the opportunity to meet the vice president, and he only encouraged me to continue my pursuit of becoming a professional player and wished me all the best in my journey. On a funny note, he also wanted to take a photo with me, saying I might be a future famous player. So it was a really great experience.
And he also is a regular player,
Yeah,
even at this age.
he plays badminton, I believe, on a regular basis, even at this age.
Yeah. What is this Boca in Bangalore?
Uh, Boca is another club that is present in Karnataka, which trains athletes from a very young age or football players from a very young age, such as your under 13. They train kids who are 10, 11, 12, also under 15 and under 18 groups. I played for Boca Juniors for almost 2 years from 2016 to 18. I was part of the elite program that played in the I League under 15. I was also given the opportunity to play in the matches in I League. I believe I played 10, all the 10 matches and scored 2 goals and recorded 5 assists in the competition.
You are associated with the Jain University also. Do they preach religion?
After my time in Pune, I had come back to Bangalore where I played for, as you said, the sports school. The sports school is linked with Jain University from an academic standpoint. Our education is taken care by Jain University, while the athletics is taken care by the sports school. So they provided a brilliant opportunity for me to continue training in football and also balance out my studies.
Tell something about your experience at Pune.
Uh, I believe I had the best exposure and time in Pune, Maharashtra. Playing for the professional club DSK Shivajins was one of the best moments in my career so far. The level of the players who were there was just excellent, and some of the players have even gone on to represent India in various categories, such as the under 16 and the under 19 categories, while other players have gone to play professional in the professional leagues of ISL and I League. So the competition, the work ethic, and just the environment that I was provided in Pune was one of the best that I've had till now.
Uh, there is a possibility in American university education system to have your course completed in less than 4 years. Have you any plans like that?
Yes, I definitely would like to finish my undergrad degree as soon as possible. They provide this option by using the summer break, I believe, to finish uh, your backlogs as well as your future portions. So, for example, now that the spring semester lasts from January to May, you can use the months of June, July, and August, which is your summer break where there's no education or athletics, to start your fall semester for 2020, which is your second year first semester, which allows you a grace period to be ahead of the class and also finish your exams before the other students, allowing you to proceed to the next semester after that.
Do you want to pursue post graduation also or fix in football?
It really depends on how uh, my situation is after I finish my undergraduate. If if things go my way, I would hopefully be a professional player at the end of these 4 years. If not, I would definitely like to get some work experience either back in India or there and then pursue my postgraduate.
Do you want to add some add-on courses during these 4 years?
I have I would like to and I've already added some courses to my degree. For example, the spring semester that I will be attending on campus this year, I have chosen the free elective of the visual art as my sixth subject for this semester.
Your brother also is a football player, Mr. Mayank. What is your advice to him?
My only advice is to not get distracted by the various things that can happen off the field and on the field to always work hard, have a clear goal in mind that you want to conquer, start with short-term goals and then proceed to long-term goals. Have a clear picture in mind of what you want to achieve and work hard.
How do you visualize your future in the next decade, say 2030?
Hopefully by 2030, if I proceed according to my plan, I will be 28 at that time. I would hopefully have represented India at various international tournaments and be a professional player either in back in my home country India or in the United States of America. If not, I hope that the educational background that I have will provide a stable job for me at that period of time.
Yeah. The last question will be: is sports a successful career for a young man like you?
It's all about the beliefs and the perception that you have of this sports as a career option. Obviously, many parents right now are skeptical of the idea of sports as a career option due to the injuries or the low salaries that are paid to these players. Injuries is obviously a good reason to be skeptical about this uh, as a career option. But I believe sports as a career option should be uh, allowed by the Indian community to be accepted so that children like me and kids like me who have a dream of representing their country at various sports are given the opportunity to even try and achieve those dreams.
You mentioned about the parents' encouragement. What about you?
I was, I believe I'm lucky enough. My parents have supported me since I was a child in all of whatever I wanted to do, either be it sports or academics. And luckily, they're allowing me to now pursue my dreams, and hopefully, I can repay them by achieving my dream.
Yeah, very nice of you. Wish you all the best in your future life and a born voyage. Thank you, Mr. Mihir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for this interview and this video that I can watch later on.